I comb my hair. Isn't it cool? Oh, hang on. Let me lower the volume. I combed my hair. Is it really cool? Nobody talks like that, I know. And nobody talks like this either. So, I mean, some people do, and it sounds super sweet, super cool, but I don't talk like that. I wish I did. I wish I had a sexy voice, you know what I mean? Maybe I'd have more boyfriends. Right now, I'm just talking out of my head. Whatever pops up, I'm just like, oh yeah, I gotta say it. I got to say it. It's Happy International Women's Day, and I don't know. I just put on these glasses because they look cool, but to have makeup underneath them, no. See, that's the way all the women have to look at themselves. Like, you have to believe that you're beautiful, because I have no makeup on right now except for this chapstick. I know a lot of girls feel ugly, and all I can say is grab a lot of magazines. Just wish that you were cool with those ladies, and think of yourself as a learner of beauty, because one day it just shows up. One day you're like, in my 20s and my 30s, I was super insecure about a lot of things. I was super insecure about being in love. I was super insecure about sorry, I needed to turn that off. I was super insecure about the friends I had. I don't even know. I haven't had friends for like 5 years. So I don't even know if any of this is gonna um, if any of this is gonna still come out of me, like when I used to be insecure and jealous and envious and possessive. Like, that's my friend, you know? Like, I met them first. Like, why are these people trying to be friends, with this person now? Like, they didn't even notice him before. Like, now all of a sudden they're popular because I was this person, or blah, 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 blah. I think the world needs people like me, because the world, I don't know, maybe we're loyal to a fault, and we're naive. Sometimes people can use us for being that stupid, you know? Like, oh, like, I'm your real friend, right? On the other hand, I was very genuine. See, I have to start being nice to myself, because, like, okay, I have to start being very nice to myself. You know, when I haven't finished high school, right? So last time I was getting help with my grammar when I was on Instagram. I was retyping this thing, and it came so easy to that person. And to me, I was like, get over your idea. I made a mistake. And I was just like, oh my God, like, I was going like nuts. And I was like, I realized how hard I am on myself, things I didn't even know, things that are important, like education, because I want to be a writer, but there are ways that I want to learn that are my own, like going to the library and learning and things like that. And I mean, it's hard for me to memorize all that stuff, and me not being into it. Yeah. But I I I don't know what the fuck is going on in the background, but I'm sorry about that. You know what I mean? I don't know why people are fucking making noises at this hour. But either way, they had to pick a better time, but they fucking didn't. My God. Oh God. Lord have mercy, they're ruining my shit. Me trying to talk about important things. But I'm gonna keep talking about this because I'm not re-recording it. I don't even know how to edit anything. So I was going on about ugly. Being called ugly is not pretty. But we are beautiful beasts. As women, we have to know our value. We have to know that we are important to this world. We bring everything that is beautiful and meaningful and heartful into this world. And whether you had children or you didn't, which I still want to cry about, you know, I still want to cry about all that stuff. Like, how dare guys not pick me to try to have children with me, you know what I mean? I mean, I didn't even get chances. Like, I started late. Like, when I was 30 years old, I was still a virgin at 30, but I let go of that at 30 because I was like, I want to have a family. And there were like a couple times that I thought that I was preggers. But, you know, it wasn't true, obviously. I don't have, I wasn't even active like that. You know what I mean? But I don't want to go into details because all of this is just like annoying. And by the way, I don't even think I'm the fertile type of woman. So maybe I got lucky. Yeah. But the fucking fact is that I did want to at least try, you know? And I wanted to have children and I wanted to get married and I wanted to do it the right way. So, which is why I waited so long. And I wanted to be an example for all the beautiful people in the world who still dream of love and romance being true. Not just because I wasn't even religious, you know, at that moment, at the age of 18, I was like into Louise Hay and Dr. Wayne Dyer and like Oprah. And, you know, I was just learning from a lot of people. There was like no internet or anything like that. Oh, Mr. Rogers and Mother Teresa earlier before that. And I learned from people like Princess Diana. I don't want, we had like real cool people. And then like back in the history we had, I don't know what the fuck is going on in the background, but please excuse me. I'm not gonna stop talking and I'm not gonna get louder. But I really want to tell you something. You as a woman deserve to be in love. You as a woman deserve to be in love, and I'm sorry if I was ever jealous about all the girls that are in love with their guys or whatever, you know. Yeah, you know, I can be very, very, very mean to God. I can be very mean to God, and instead of telling him to his face, I create these little imaginary friends in my home, and then I start talking to them as if, but I know they're imaginary, okay? I know they're imaginary. It's just my imaginary friends. Everybody has imaginary friends. I can't even see anything like that. But I just imagine that they're there and that they hear me because I'm not going to, okay, I could be talking to the walls too, you know? I could be talking to the fridge. They say everything in life has life and energy and all that good stuff. And that we're not alone in this world. That's what they do say. I don't know what I was about to do, but I want to quit doing this video. That's why I get bored easily too. Like, I get bored easily. Like, am I really supposed to upload this? Like, it already got ruined. People are idiots. Seriously. They get me pissed off. It's like, they get excited to hear people talk, you know? So they start, I don't know. I don't know what about me, but people always want to fucking, like, whenever I'm talking, people want to talk. If I go into a store, people want to go to that store. If I, it's like there are influencers and they get paid for all that mess, and then there are people who are not influencers and just like it naturally happens to them. They're like the original ones, the ones in the real world who are actually, who people like to, I guess maybe we're leaders. I don't know. Leaders of what though? I don't know. I'm just talking out of my head. I'm already tired. I'm already tired. Oh my God. I'm already tired. It's funny because like, excuse me, 12 minutes and 8 seconds and 10 seconds and 12 seconds with about nonsense. I don't even know what to say. This might be the realest video ever fucking made. That's what. And I don't even talk like this with people because people don't like to waste time. It's so crazy how we have conversations now, and they're not like this anymore. People don't daydream, they don't imagine, they don't slow down, they don't they're not present. They like to fit in a lot of knowledge into the conversation, but it has to do with money. Or maybe not. I'm just talking about people on social media. But the things that I've been listening to, I'm like, how did that help me? So I kind of gave up on all that stuff, because I really suck at it. Like trying to learn about things that are... I'm just a normal person, just a normal person. I have my attitude. Just a normal person who just gets in her own way of being happy. I don't intend to get it right, okay? I don't intend to get it right. I know a lot of people intend to get things right because, they have goals and they have dreams. And I might regret saying this, but I don't at the moment. So, hey, that's all right. Hey, my hair doesn't look cool. But that was real, huh? That was real. All right. Okay. Well, but anyways, whatever. And, ouch. Woo. That earwax, huh? Los caminos de la vida no son lo que yo pensaba, no son como imaginaba, no son lo que yo creía. Sorry, I was just so annoyed by those people. I don't even know who they are. I couldn't hear them. But I'm still making a big deal. Imagine living alone and you're like this. And then imagine imagine that People want you to act a certain way, you know? It's 11:10 p.m. They want you to behave a certain way. Well, people might not like me because I think I tend to step on people's toes, you know? And I don't do it on purpose. It's just things that happen. It's just part of my personality. It's just part of me. I think if more people spoke from their heart and more people wasted time just speaking to each other, we wouldn't have this communication problem. You know what I mean? Instead, we're over there typing and writing and doing all this bullshit when we're not even trying to be writers. And I mean, I'm trying to be a writer, but like, what do I write about? I'd rather be talking to people for a long time than reading a lot of books. Don't get me wrong. I like to collect my books, but I love books and I love having collections of music and magazines and all that good stuff, you know, clothes and perfumes and shoes. I mean, not like shoes like that, just very few. I already have a lot of shoes right now, even though they're worn and torn and scraped and scruffed and all that shit. Like they're like 2 years old or something, you know, but I really wear my shoes, you know. I don't be out there like fucking getting new shoes every fucking month on SSI. Come on, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, have I said too much? I think not, but I am a mental health client and I am proud of it. I've come to the realization that I do need to take it slower and that I do need more help and that everything's gonna be okay, you know, as long as I keep getting better and better and better, everything's gonna come out. It's gonna vent. It's gonna keep getting washed and washed and washed and washed and washed and healed and cleaner and, you know, I'm just gonna get the things that I need, not the things that I want, because I already learned from that song from the Rolling Stones. You can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, you just might find you get what you need. And yes, that sounds like, why can't I have both? You know, some people do. And why do I have a limited way of looking at things? Do I have a poor mentality? I always thought I had a rich mentality, like an imagination, you know, but it seems that all the losers are winning. I mean, and they're not even the real losers. The underdogs and like the people that are really losing, that should be winning, aren't losing. They are losing, you know? And then there's these lame-os that are just, sorry, but like nobody's a lame, obviously. We're all stars, like that song says. Everybody is a star, the hip-hop song by The Roots. Yeah, there's a lot of unkind people that shouldn't be out there leading the masses, you know, and who don't even stop to really be present and have a conversation. Like sometimes I can't even have a conversation with a stranger. Like I'm not even as present as you know, it's kind of like I doubt my place in their presence, or I doubt my place in their life. It's like I've been out of this for so long, but God gives me like leaps, like you know how you take a leap of faith and then it's like it all works out. You know what I mean? And he's like a hummingbird, you know, like it's kind of like a slingshot, you know, like you go like pew, 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 pew. You know, you're like a hummingbird, you know, like zoo, 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 whatever the heck, and but you're going straight to the point. You know what I mean? It's kind of like intuition, I believe. I'm more intuitive than I am knowledgeable. Okay, maybe I'm knowledgeable. Okay, maybe I am thoughtful. Okay, maybe I am like, I don't know, but I don't tend to think of it like that because I never graduated high school, okay? I Threw it away when I was 15 and a half. So yeah, I'm out here like with my windows all open and everyone could possibly hear me. I don't think they are, but because I don't believe that people are nosy, you know what I mean? Like, what would they do listening to me? Like, come on. Anyways, good night, everybody. I think I'm gonna make another video though.